Well, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. I hope you are doing wonderfully today. This is a series or mini series of motivational videos that I produce to help you stay on the track of becoming a good English learner. I was sitting in one of the cafeterias in Baghdad and I was sipping my cup of coffee, and it happened that one of the followers on my page just showed up, and then we sat and had a beautiful conversation. Now, the purpose of that conversation was related to her having an interview soon for Chevening scholarship. But we came up with something quite interesting. Then we talked about the process of application, and within that, we talked about her field of nanotechnology. And she said, "Well, I may explore something." Then I stopped her and I told her, "This is something that you should be careful when you tell people. When you say may, you're just giving an impression that you may do it or you may not do it. So you got to be very careful with the selection of words, especially in the interview. When you want to do something, you have to have a vision. Like if I want to go to station 10, I cannot go to station 10 without passing through station 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that takes a little bit of growth. That takes a little bit of practice. That takes a little bit of evolution. Now, we cannot do that all together, smushed together. It takes some time, to be in that level. And being very speedy to accomplish your goals in very constrained amount of time is just going to be worthless. Why? Because you're just pushing so much in limited amount of time that your brain cannot take. Language acquisition by itself takes a little bit of growth. So let's say tentatively 6 months to a year and probably half to 2 years or a lifetime journey. But I don't want to disappoint you. So the idea is very simple. If you want to do something, you need to have vision to get where you want to be. Don't be just like a wishy-washy person who just says, well, I wish to be someone. Well, if you want to do that, you have to wake up out of your dream, and go and accomplish it by yourself. It takes a lot of effort, and trying to materialize your goals and putting yourself in perspective of the challenges that you have takes lots of patience, takes lots of planning, takes lots of effort. So waking up late in the morning and sleeping early in the evening is not going to get you anywhere. Honestly, I definitely recommend that you sleep around 4 hours. I think 4 hours is enough. And if you want to take a nap in summertime, just take a nap for 15 minutes. Don't go beyond that. And the rest of the day, you need to spend it on doing something productive, like reading a book, writing something, or listening to something. And talking about listening, there's something interesting that I want to say. Nowadays, because of the prevalence of technology, listening has become watching. So when I tell you you need to listen to this, it doesn't necessarily manifest as only passively listening in your headphones or in your car. You can watch and listen at the same time. So probably this concept has been replaced by watching. So whenever we talk about listening, we talk about the flip coin of watching. Why do we talk about listening? We talk about listening because during the past years, there was not that much access to YouTube. Internet was not prevalent at that time in the 1980s and 1970s. So watching things online was not accessible. You needed to buy a CD drive and a CD player in order to watch something that is produced. But nowadays, everything is available online. That's why laptop manufacturers stopped producing CD drive for their laptops. The point of this video is very simple. Keep one vision in your mind. Try to climb up the ladder to get to your vision. But without vision, you're not going to get anywhere. And I remember this last story that I want to tell you about quickly. Alice was walking in one of the, I think, farms, Alice in Wonderland, and she came across that gentleman, and she asked him, which way should I go? And then he asked her, well, it depends where you want to be. And she said, I don't know where I want to be. Then he said to her, well, it doesn't matter which way you take then. That means that sometimes if you don't have a plan in your mind, if you don't know where to go, well, all roads will lead you to somewhere, but that is not where you want to be. And maybe that is not where you belong to. Thank you so much for this beautiful listening practice that you did today or watching practice. See you in another video.